Hey everyone, this is Collector Dude. I'm going to do an AOK book now. I'm going to do a flip through of that. Marc Silvestri sketchbook. Look at this. This is from James Gallegos. He sent me an AOK. He knows I like sketchbooks and other books and comic books and stuff since I have them on my channel all the time. And he sent me this. This is really cool. It's so awesome to get gifts in the mail. Like I said, it felt like Christmas opening this up. So this is The Darkness and Witchblade. And it's very cool. You see the detail and everything. So then the back of it, it's got this on the back. Top Cow logo. And you got the Marc Silvestri sketchbook. Take a journey to the center of the mind of one of comics' finest artists. Laid bare for the first time ever, peer into Marc Silvestri's private sketchbooks and see what goes into the development of Witchblade, The Darkness, Strikeforce, and more. So here we go. We're going to peer into this and check it out. This is really cool though, man. I like stuff like this. I like looking at sketchbooks. This is, I see, got art and text by Marc Silvestri, all the people that helped him put it together. Cover by Marc. Top Cow and everything like that. The logos and everything. It's really cool. This came out in Volume 1, Issue 1, January 2004. First printing. Wow. That's like 16 years. Okay, what we got here? He did an editorial here. You know that dream? The one where you're standing in a room full of clothed people and you're in nothing but your underwear. Being an artist is a lot like that. Everything we do is put on display and open to public praise or criticism. We create art so that others can see it. Except, well, this. This is the private stuff. The sketchbook stuff. The stuff you're not supposed to see. This is the man behind the curtain. Sometimes it's raw, sometimes it's rough, and sometimes, or it's certainly not intended for publication. It's pure stream of consciousness, the sometimes linear, sometimes convoluted means to an end. But maybe therein lies the charm. It's rough edge, it's rawness. And is rawness even a word? All I know is whenever I crack open a sketchbook, people want to see it. And I know when I meet with other artists, I want to see what's crawling through their brain. I want to see their sketchbook. Their means to the end. There are no portraits of my dogs, my family, or the trees in the backyard to be found here. These are all thoughts and ideas for what I do, comics. Like I said, these doodles and thoughts were not meant for publishing, but enough people asked, so here you go. I guess part of the fun of this sort of thing is seeing how different the initial ideas can be from the final printed stuff you may recognize. That's what I find interesting about other artists' sketchbooks. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this quick look into the thought process. Just return the favor for me, huh? Next time I'm at a convention, give me a peek at your sketchbook. That's cool. I like to show him some of the stuff that I draw. And he's got a picture of Marc Silvestri. Cool. Okay, let's get into this and show you the artwork. I don't want to spend too long on it, trying to make the video not too long. That's Striker there. Over on this side, we got Ripclaw. Okay, let's see here. Man, this takes me back from pretty much the first line drawn. These were the Cyberforce characters. I was so darn proud of them. I even wrote trademark and copyright Marc Silvestri 1992 on them. The thing I like about Striker is that the first time people saw him, they assumed he was a villain, the villain, and that's the effect I was looking for. 4 armed characters have been done to death, but never asymmetrically like this. It's ungainly, but it works for an image that's visually striking, pun intended. That's really cool. I always wondered whether he would fall over or something like that. It'd be heavy on that right side like that. But it's cool for like a nice effect for a character. We got Ripclaw over here. Trademark copyright. Okay, the only thing I really made off this original design, the only change I really made off this original design was, in retrospect, pretty obvious. Even I realized it would be tough for him to go to the bathroom. I changed the claws to a more Terminator 2 style liquid metal and saved countless tasteless jokes. Yeah, those would be very bad. So cool. Okay, now we got Killjoy and Velocity. Killjoy over here. Okay, the name says it all for this villainess. Throughout the history, the Death's Head has been used as a symbol in war for intimidation and putting doubt in the mind of your enemy before the fight even starts. Sometimes the battle is won before the sword is drawn. That's her game and her look. Pure intimidation. Yep, she's cool. Imagine her. I wonder how tall she is. Because she's like 6 foot, she'd be pretty scary. Or even a small height too. Now Velocity was a little shorter. I think she was like a teenager or something. Okay. She was Cyberforce's speedster. So I modified. She was the Cyberforce speedster. So I modified the original costume with an asymmetrical lightning bolt across her body that gave her a kinetic feel. Even standing still, she seemed in motion, and that fit her personality well. Okay, now we got Visual Development Evil. These are cool. So I like how he makes all the details in them and everything. The haircuts are cool. Okay, here we already have ceramic heart valves and polymer replacement kneecaps, right? I have this notion that in the far future, humans have evolved to the point where they're actually born with mechanical enhancements. This evolution was touched on in our Evil one-shot. Okay, oh, this is cool here. Storyboards and environments, Cyberforce animated series. That's cool. Let's see, all the different pictures, the color and everything. This must have been, I think he was going to do an animated feature here. Okay, let's see. These are some storyboards and environments for the Cyberforce animated series that almost made it on the air in 1996. Wow. It was all there, including a line of action figures. It was a big disappointment when the show didn't happen, but it taught me a lot about getting up off the mat to swing again. Now I can really look back at these as a fun memento of what almost was. Now that's cool. I always wondered, like, Spawn was the only one that made it into a cartoon, but I think I saw like you can probably find it on YouTube. Youngblood and Savage Dragon had a cartoon, but it never went out, or did it? I'm not sure if any of them ever made it out, but it'd been cool to actually see them. Yeah, it'd be cool to actually see them, but I don't know if they ever will. I have to look and see if I can find them on YouTube somewhere. Okay, now we got the Witchblade statue. This is cool. Sometimes they put the ads in the back of the comic books when they did these. I always take the time to really detail on toy statues and so on. When I have time, I like to do the turnaround drawings myself, like on the Dynamic Forces Witchblade statue. I do that too with my stuff. These 3D representations are the closest our 2D characters come to real life, so no detail is too small, be it pose, expression, or even footwear. Not that I have a foot fetish or anything. Okay, here we go. He's got this describing how the hair is on the back of the hair, back on one side, sideways glance, eyebrow up, impish grin, hands out, almost gunslinger style, low slung hip hugger jeans. Shoes have traditional scallop witchblade detail. Okay. This is the basic idea for Sarah. The important thing is she's wearing low slung jeans and a witchblade bra. Also, expression is sly. Upper lip smoother, less sculpted, face a little thinner from front. Cute, flirtatious, eyebrow a little less severe, eyes a little more hooded, head tilted down, shoulders and elbows back. Yep. Okay, now, oh, this is cool. I like this stuff. This is like Lord of the Rings type stuff. Inferno. Many people don't know that we developed Inferno as a comic and movie simultaneously. There's a screenplay right now at Warner Brothers. This is one of my favorite images from the pitch art. Our heroes on the river of blood at the center of hell. I love the underworld architecture, buildings fused with bones from giant, long-dead beasts of hell. This is a shot of the literal beating heart of hell. Ooh, I just scared myself. So, yeah, the skulls and everything, cool. He said, got the one floating off there. Okay, and we got visual development, infernal demon. Consider him Satan's dog walker. Visually, a horned demon made be a bit cliche, but cliche can speak to someone instantly. They see it, they get it, and you just can't beat a bad guy with horns and hellhounds. Yep, they're the horns. Detail, and there's the hellhounds. This is cool. If you ever seen that movie Legend with Tim Curry and Tom Cruise in it, you got to check it out because this looks really cool like it. Now we got John Dante. Some simple design concepts of one of the main characters from Inferno, just trying to work out the look of the armor. The tricky part of any design like this is meshing aesthetics and functionality. And here's a few tattoo ideas thrown in as well. So he's got him there. Got the boots and everything, gun detail. You got some tattoo designs. That's cool. Now we got Glory. These look like fighters from Mortal Kombat or something like that. Character, her name's Grace. She's a total package. She can kick your butt, but look great doing it too. A tip for you artists, I drew a side view of her boot just to make sure the design holds up from more than one angle. What looks good from the front doesn't always look good from the side, you know. You should always give yourself more than one view on all your characters just so you're sure the design doesn't fall apart on you. Okay, the designs on that too. Okay, now we got Evil Sentry. This is one of the future cops seen in our Evil one-shot. Evil was conceived of as a tie-in to Cyberforce, so these are reminiscent of the shock troops of Cyberforce. Consider them the shocks of the future. Wow, the detail is cool. Imagine how huge these things would probably be if they're going to be shock troops or something like that. They're going to be huge. Scary looking. Okay, now we got cover sketch Heart of Darkness. Most people assume that that's Sarah Pizzini on the right in Witchblade armor, but it's not. It's Sarah essentially possessed by the darkness power, so she takes on the appearance, sexy domino mask and all, of one of Jackie's minions, and one of his better looking minions at that. Being Jackie doesn't suck. I did the detail and everything. The women are all smooth and everything, so you can see that they're just feminine. And then the guys have the rough edges and everything, and the lines and the armor and stuff. Cool. Now we got the darkness half. The design I call a study in spheres. Wherever you look, all eyes are drawn to spheres. Let's just leave it as that. As an aside, the original art for this piece I gave as a gift to my wife Bridget. The Angelus pictured here is her favorite character. Look at these wings and the detail in them. Wow. The horns. Everything is cool. These little minion demon guys there. Okay. Now we got darkness sketches. More stuff here with the wings and everything. He's on Jackie there. Cover sketches darkness. I have to admit, I love drawing Jackie Estacado, the darkness. There are so many things you can do with the character, design-wise and with poses. Come to think of it, my wife might like that upper left piece, too. Yep. Now we got Striker. We have a new Striker series coming in April I'm totally stoked for. So stoked that I did the character designs myself. The core of the team is, of course, Morgan Striker, the cybernetic soldier. I went for a look that this time that was streamlined, less clunky, less industrial, and more organic. I want him to look biomechanical, the human equivalent to the H.R. Geiger alien. The metal is still there, but it's metal fused into skin. Wow. With the eye and everything, mechanical eye. That's cool. Then we got Katana over here. Tia Katana. Very cool. Tia Katana is part of the April Strikeforce launch, but she's actually an old character in a way. I've had this character, or have had this design in my sketchbook for years. I've just been waiting for the right time to pull her out. I love the idea of this sexy character with a great snake tattoo, and the tattoo's ability to turn into a weapon once taken off. Kind of leaves her naked though. I have to work the bugs out on that one. So it must remove off of her and everything. So her hair is always in long flowing spikes. Snake tattoo turns into a samurai sword when she peels it off her body. Cool. Okay, now we got Sly over here. She's the invisible espionage element of the Strikeforce team, and she can you can call her my version of the high-tech Daisy Duke. What she's wearing is recognizable as clothing, but is still sexy, highly sexy, and functional. Well, as much as a pair of Daisy Duke shorts can be functional. Cool. Yep, these are all like characters like Mortal Kombat or something like that, or some of the other fighting games. These look very cool. Lift. Character called Lift. And we're seeing that we got Black Anvil down here. Okay. He's a telekinetic and the player of the Strikeforce team. Depending on your point of view, he's either silky smooth or greasy slick. Either way, the design reflects that. He can go from a Special Forces op to a $10,000 blackjack table in Vegas in a heartbeat. Oh, cool. Now, Anvil, look at this, the detail on this guy. I bet he's heavy, too. He looks heavy, and like an anvil. I reworked Black Anvil just ever so slightly for the new Strikeforce book. More than anything, I love the character's attitude and sense of humor. As much as possible, I try to get that across in his look so that the picture does tell a story. Can you imagine him as a tyke in a baby stroller? Wonder if he looks like the mother or the father. Oh boy. Okay, now we got Universe Hell Train. These are cool. Looks like motorcycles. Then it goes into a train and everything. The skulls and everything. And it's bones and stuff. Vertebrae. Okay, this is the train from Universe that brought the most damned of the damned to the deepest recesses of hell. In the earlier designs at the top, I was thinking more along the lines of rail-bound hot rod. By the time it was finished at the bottom, it was definitely an old-fashioned or old-school steam engine. There's nothing smooth or quiet about this, just pure noise and brutal horsepower. Yeah, I can hear that. Wow. And here we got human giant ants. Cool designs. Something old, something new. I got a 4-issue new X-Men run starting this month, returning myself to the scene of the crime at Marvel. Grant Morrison is writing, and he's got an imagination that runs a mile a minute. Talking whales, giant ants, futuristic cities, you name it. It's really filled up my sketchbooks. Here's a look at my version of Grant's U-Men, the human mutant hybrids, and of course some giant ants. Yeah, now we got Phoenix over here. Cool details. That's a cool ship over there too. Okay, here's what you want to see. Some character studies that got me back into the flow to draw the Phoenix, both as Jean Grey and in full resplendent Phoenix glory. Now we got, this is cool, Necromancer bar scene. The detail on this, wow. And you have to do your research and everything to go. Everybody's been into a bar. If you haven't been to a bar, you kind of watch it on TV or just look at magazines and see how they look and stuff. And this is basically how they look. This is really cool. I like to watch that show Bar Rescue and see them how they put stuff together. But this would be a really wild bar for John to go into and repair this one. Okay, we have a property in development called Necromancer, which deals with magic, and more accurately the seamy underbelly of magic. Seems to me, in a world where even lowlifes have some magical abilities, this is what a night out at the bar might look like. So cool. There's the floating cue balls and balls and everything like that, pool balls. Let's see what we got here. Johnny Nitro storyboards. No lie, I directed a movie, kind of. Johnny Nitro was an internet film for Eruptor.com. I directed and drew all the storyboards, which was a lot of fun. The main difference between drawing storyboards and drawing for comics is that you draw a lot of in-between shots. You'd skip for comics, but it's necessary for any kind of film work to get every shot, every prop, every angle, and every location. Time is money in film, and no one has the time to sit on set and wonder what the next shot will be. So we got here all the different shots, rush into a room on a gurney, follow storyboard. So here he is, the arrows and everything. That's cool. Well, we got an ad for Superheroes Return to Top Cow, April 2004. Then we got a little story here. somewhere in Peru. Peter Abrams. Who's there? And you see this? I'm right here, right next to you. My name's Sly. I'll be your rescuer today. Where? I can't see you. So this goes into that. That looks really cool. You can see she has some type of, looks like a reflective thing like the Predator. That's really cool. Yeah, Thor. They're back. Uh-oh. We got a big lightning bolt coming in. Oh, everybody's blind. I doubt most of you even speak English, so let me put this in words you can understand. Here we go. Nice, but it looks like he's speaking in their language. All of them are there. That's cool. Well, we don't work for the United States government. To be continued in Strikeforce #1 in stores April 2004. Cool. Now here we got some art books, looks like, or just more books they got coming out. Looking for the newest book? You got topcowstore.com. Cool. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to show you that real quick. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I tried to read some of it. Let you see everything about the characters and stuff that he was designing. But let me know what you think. Thank you very much, James. I'm going to be going through the rest of your books and everything, and we're going to have fun with this. But I got some other stuff I'm going to be posting pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that and try to do some more flip throughs. Thank you very much, everybody, for your support, and thank you for watching. You guys have a great day, and Collected Dude is out.